to Punchlines, ladies and gentlemen, live here at the South Point. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, wearing a brand new red T-shirt. How about that? Never wore a red T-shirt before. It's a big day. That's what I do on draft weekend. I get a new T-shirt, and this show will have all the excitement of round one, and it won't be as awkward at any point in the show as the Falcons GM when he had to talk to the owner, Arthur Blank, about why he drafted Michael Penix. So you can see him here like, no, listen. No. Kirk Cousins, he's 36. He's old. Okay, but wait, we just gave him $180 million. No. Look. Okay, first, Penix, he's young. But he is old because he's older than most quarterbacks. But Cousins.
We're building for the future.
But there you go. Improvise. But, I don't think anything will be more awkward or disappointing than the look of Brock Bowers' father when he was drafted by the Raiders. All right, let's talk over this one as well.
Yeah.
So he gets drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders. Very exciting moment for Brock Bowers. A lot of Raider fans aren't happy, but he's a hell of a player. So here's the dad on the couch, far left. Look far left, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. My son just got drafted by the Raiders.
The deep gulp.
Gulp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's their quarterback? O'Connell. Gardner Minshew. And of course, the look of a man who knows he's not welcome back to Vegas and his family has no idea. Whoever wrote that, it was very funny. But he didn't look thrilled. Biggest moment of his son's life.
Yeah. No, he actually looked pretty upset.
He looked upset.
Yeah.
Turning red.
He was red. Yeah.
Like blushy.
Why do I feel like more might come out on this? Our first round draft pick, co-host, two-time national champ. She slices her sandwiches diagonally. Sports betting analyst Alex White, ladies and gentlemen. Alex.
Yeah, Alex.
Thank you.
Yay, Alex. Alex, we're doing picks at 12:26.
Okay.
12:26 because we have a special guest. What's cooking for you later?
So I've got a couple hockey,
Okay.
couple baseball, and then
Okay.
of course we have the parlay.
It's Friday. Friday,
Yes.
baby. We're doing it. Parlay. We missed out. We took a long shot. We went for like an $869 payout.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sorry, it seems like last week. But anyway, it didn't hit. We didn't win, but that's a long shot. We're going for the long shot. We want the money.
Eventually we're going to hit one.
Eventually we're going to hit one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, with baseball season, we're going to hit it. So picks at 12:26 today. We're still going to run the graphic, though, 12 because it's so good. So also today, we will look back at 100 shows ago and the Friday Funny. Behind the glass, ready to reenact his facial expressions when the Bears drafted Caleb Williams. Ryan B. The B stands for Best Player Available. McCormick, our producer. Ryan, and tell them. Yeah, Ryan. Yay, Ryan. And tell them our fun guest today that's going to be on the show.
Later in the show, we will have New York Giants tight end, the 112th pick of the 2022 draft.
Right.
Played at Palo Verde High School. Local kid, Daniel Bellinger.
Yay, Daniel will be here. That's very exciting. Now, I didn't know this last night. Of course, obviously, I'm waiting for the Steelers pick. I was looking O-line. I knew it was going to be a big ugly, as Keith Jackson used to call him. I knew we weren't going to get anything sexy. We don't need a receiver in the first round. Steelers are good at developing them late. They drafted a guy that I didn't realize. First of all, how do I say his last name? I'm going to mess it up. Troy
Fatanu.
We'll go with that. Wears number 43 because he's from Hawaii. Grew up a Steeler fan because he loved Troy Polamalu, fellow Hawaiian. And then Ryan points out what?
He was also grew up in Las Vegas. He went to Liberty High School.
Yeah.
And Henderson, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So he was a junior when I was a senior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's.
And then
I'm like, wait, that can't be. And then I forgot you're just 24.
And Rome Odunze, the Bears' new wide receiver that they
Ninth
drafted
pick.
at 9, he went to Bishop Gorman, and he was a sophomore when I was a senior.
Now, when you were on the team? Did you play against either?
Yeah.
player?
So I didn't get to play against Troy.
Okay.
But we got to play against Gorman all
Right.
4 years that I was in high school. But Rome was a sophomore when I was a senior, so he didn't get called up to varsity until playoffs, and so we didn't get to play against him.
And when he played, how good was he?
He was good.
Yeah.
You
And then-
you could tell he was a.
Did you know of the
very good
lineman the
talent.
Steelers took? Did you know of him in
Well,
school or not till after?
Liberty gets a lot of the Polynesian kids,
Okay.
so they're just all monsters.
Yeah, they're all big guys.
And so you kind of, yeah.
Okay.
They're
But
Very good.
everything I read about the pick on the big board, he was ranked higher. He dropped down. I think he's going to be great. He's versatile. He can play anywhere on the line. Steelers desperately need a center, whether they address that or not later on. Sorry, I have an itch right here. There we go. It won't go away. Alex, did you watch the draft last night?
I did. Well, First half of it.
Yeah, you checked out, you said, after 14?
After the
Yeah,
Raiders
I mean,
pick.
I started to watch the Lakers game and some other things going on. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Some other things going on. All right. Ryan,
I mean, hockey was over pretty quick before, but yeah, some other games I jumped to.
and again, Ryan, we spoke of this on the show yesterday. The Lakers were favored yesterday.
Yeah, somehow.
That seemed like a weird. It's like, wait, is he with his brother in jail somewhere?
Yeah.
Is he going? It didn't make sense.
They won. They covered in the first half, though.
Yeah,
so
they did.
Yep. What you were thinking for the Sixers actually worked out.
She had to bring
for
that
the
up.
Lakers.
I was going to compliment everybody. Yeah, I thought the Sixers. No, I knew the Sixers would win. It's just the way these NBA series work.
It's tough. I just mean you had the right
out.
idea. It
Yeah.
was just the wrong team.
I saw they were down by 2 at half.
Embiid dropped 50 in that Sixers game.
What's that again?
Embiid dropped 50 in that Sixers game.
He had 50, and then he disclosed that he has Bell's palsy. He's dealing with the little paralysis on the left side of his face. Bell's palsy is like you can recover from that.
Right.
But to score 50, that's kind of amazing.
Yeah, he's tough. And you can tell he's still dealing with the leg injury or whatever.
Yeah, the remnants of that, too. So it was an impressive performance. I think Jeff has talked. He took the Knicks as a series price. He feels like that series feels like it's going to go 6-7 games.
Yeah.
And it should because they are really fun to watch.
Yeah.
You don't like it? What do you think?
I think the Sixers look done. I think they've looked done since game 1. They've looked tired and worn out.
Figured they'd win one at home.
Yeah.
And probably
it
game
took
3.
50 points from Embiid to get
him
that
there.
win.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have that in him again, probably.
Oh, it's tough.
Well, bringing back up the Laker game.
Yeah.
They've blown a 12-point lead in every single one of these games. They were up 12 in game 1, up 20 in game 2, and up 12 last night, and they've lost all 3.
And of course, there was a lot of memes once again saying that Joker looks like Gru, and that and then next to it they have the Lakers who have yellow uniforms. The Lakers are his minions, which is really funny. I don't know. No one thought of that the other day, but yeah, how many in a row now have they won? 12?
11.
11. Well, I said 12. Maybe I'm
foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. That was the word I was looking for. If you watch the show, we really appreciate it, guys. Please share this on social media. Share it with your friends. Repost it, whatever. Make sure people subscribe. I know we got a couple yesterday. I had friends that watch the show all the time. They watch the Robert Wool interview, and they're like, oh, yeah, I've never subscribed. I'm like, subscribe, damn it. So they better have, Jerry. You check on that. But if you want to listen to the show, you can listen to the podcast.
Yep.
You already know what Ryan and I look like and Alex and I look like, so just imagine it as you're on the treadmill. But, I mean, you kind of want to see the moneymaker.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, Audible, Amazon.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere you can get whatever they call them, podcasts.
And you mentioned friends that watch the show. Paul said that I hate him, but
Paul said what again?
I don't hate you, Paul. Well, because I brought back up the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, Ryan hates me.
Yeah, Paul's a diehard Laker guy, man. I mean, he always has at least 10 Laker bets, over-unders, player props, tied in with the Dodgers, who he also loves, who won 2-1 yesterday, didn't cover the -1.5. They beat the Nats. They've been playing the Nats a lot, it seems, right? Didn't they play them just at home? Yeah, they've been playing the Nats a lot, but they won't see them again probably this year. But anyway, we will not discuss the Lakers anymore. Keith Lau, the reason Bauer's dad is so upset is because Bauer's mom used to date Al Davis back in the day. Is that true? I don't know. I can't try. I don't know with Keith Lau. I don't know what to expect anymore. Yesterday, the reason we're doing picks at 12:26, we didn't do them at 12:36 yesterday. What time did we do them yesterday?
1:04.
At 1:06. 1:04. There was a 6 somewhere. It was like 36 seconds. Robert Wool was a great interview. Continued comments from everybody, texts and emails from friends saying that was one of the best ever. It was a big thrill for me. But Robert Wool also, we went long with him, but he also swore twice. He made the list. So,
oh yeah.
Do we have the list? Where's the dry erase board, Jerry? All right, here it comes. Boom. This is the F-bomb list. What do we have up there? Can you read what we got? It's hard for us.
So we got Greg Vaughn, Jerry Trevino, J. Chris Newberg 3 times.
3 times, Jack.
In one show. Myself, Frank, Sean, and now Robert Wool twice.
Robert Wool twice. I still think mine is debatable. Mine was going.
You almost said it the other day.
I know, but
Yes, you did.
I put the brakes on. I went, but the other one, the one that they're counting for the board, is going to break, and I thought we were clear. Right? Was that it?
Yeah.
That doesn't count. I didn't. When I I'm not. Oh, and then Sean just swears over there. He didn't say the F word, but anyway, congratulations to Robert Wool for making the board. Is everything okay over there?
Yeah.
All right. Today, Alex, is April 26, 2024. That's another one of those palindromes, right? Is this? It goes the rest of the week?
Yeah.
It's the same forward and backwards.
Yeah, when you use the
And
Condensed
there's a
date.
lot of, what's that again? Sorry, Ryan?
When you use the condensed date, 42624.
right. A lot of national days today. I'm going to read them. We're not going to show a graphic because there's too many of them. Alex and Ryan, who would you draft first? I want your first overall draft pick of National Pretzel Day, your first Kiss Day, National South Dakota Day, National No Makeup Day, Alien Day, National Arbor Day, Get Organized Day, National Richter Scale Day, Hug an Australian Day, and World Burlesque Day. Alex, ladies first. What would you go with first?
Alien Day.
Damn it!
Definitely.
She stole Alien. I mean,
And then Get Organized Day would be number 2.
do you believe in aliens or UFOs?
Yeah,
We're so close to Area 51 too, right?
that's right. Yeah,
think
I've heard
there's
some stories.
Heard some stories?
Yeah, about
you were
Area
tell-
51. So
All right, Ryan, what about you? What's your
Well-
first round draft pick? What national day?
Since she already took Alien
I know,
Day,
I wanted Alien too.
I think I'll go with South Dakota Day.
What? Oh gosh, South Dakota, and we got the national Mount Rushmore, eh? I don't know what accent I was doing. Not really sure. Thou dolt South Dakota Day. I'll bring my Shakespeare back. Why'd you go South Dakota Day?
Just because I thought it was funny. Pretzel Day is good too.
Pretzel Day's a tough one. I like Pretzel Day too. I'm gonna go with Hug an Australian Day, which I will now do on air. So here we go.
What?
Are you wondering why? Yeah, you wondering why? I have my Siri voice as a female Australian. So there you go. I'm hugging my phone. I prefer the Australian accent. I think
I
it's
do too.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Girls like guys with an Australian accent.
Correct.
Guys like girls. Hey, what's up, mate? Go day downhill, baby. Hey, down here. Throw another shrimp on a barbie. That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Rise of Lights.
And you remember Crocodile Dundee. That's why. Was that a sincere laugh? Okay, good. Because when you think Australian and you're our age, that's not a knife. Now that's a knife. That was a good impression of Paul
That's
Hogan.
really
right there.
good.
I nailed. Maybe I should
Nailed it.
put that on my resume. Should put it on my resume that I can do Australian accents. Yeah, I've had Ann roll and what happened over there again? All right, April 26th. That's it. Okay, it's episode. Oh, wait, no, we're not doing that. You know what? We'll get to that later. We're gonna do that later. It's a segment alert. We're gonna talk about the draft a little more, and the draft stands for Draft Ryan Alex Frank Talk. DRAFT.
Good
Giant
acronym.
folks. Yeah. So draft Ryan, Alex Frank Talk, DRAFT. So let's talk about the draft. Live chat room. We want to know from you, what was your biggest surprise of last night or disappointing moment or highlight moment of the draft? Paul goes with Burlesque Day. Noah Tovar. No, do we know Noah?
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
Okay, well there you go. He's probably on to see Daniel Bellinger. Pretzel Day. Yeah, for sure. Is FS? Is
Yes.
FS for sure?
Yes.
Oh, I got one of the young lingos. Why is Frank on the bomb? What? What? Anyway, let's talk about the draft. Biggest surprise for me, biggest disappointment of the night. Frank Murgy, who I'll mention again later in the show, goes, "Hey man, Eminem is opening the draft." I'm like, "Oh, that is awesome." He's Detroit, right? Detroit, what? Not 8 Mile. Comes out and just kind of stands there with the Lions jersey. I'm like, "All right, when's the music? Let's bring the music in. Let's hear like lose it. Lose yourself." Nothing. He didn't perform. Then I'm like, "Oh, maybe before the Lions pick, he comes out. You only get one in the crowd. Rabbit, mom spaghetti." Didn't happen. He just came out, yelled into the microphone, Detroit. Wanted him to perform. He didn't. Alex, what was your top moment or shocker of the draft?
I just have to say, because Roger Goodell and him just don't work.
Yeah, that
so
promo
he
they
probably ruined his vibe.
Yeah.
And then
Him going
Goodell
out there.
started the draft with, "What's up, Big D?"
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't bad. And I heard
It's like-
Goodell on TV. Goodell on TV. What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But I saw Goodell on TV talking about how they were getting mad at Goodell and Eminem because they kept improvising when they were doing it. And I'm like, who's getting mad at the commissioner and the biggest rapper? Like, what do you mean? Is it like some marketing guy who's like, you guys can't do that? Like, you're Roger Goodell and he's Eminem. If you want to improvise, maybe
Yeah.
there was a script. I don't know. But I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think it was Megatron had the mom spaghetti on him and they had Barry Sanders involved. And that's the only two famous lines that anyone cares about. The new regime is doing pretty good. So what was your biggest shocker or surprise?
Well, I'm going to steal it again because
Alien
I got
Day, you're going-
Alien Day. And Michael Penix, of course, being drafted by the Atlanta Falcons.
Do we have some reaction on Michael Penix? Do we have some of the Michael Penix? No, we were just talking
No,
about it, right?
Yeah, it's just the GM having to explain himself.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did it at the top of the show.
Yeah,
What am I
but
talking about?
it
Yeah,
was-
that was right. Insane.
Crazy.
I mean, not one analyst, not one fan, not one person has a valid. And again, Penix, who's, what is he, 36 years old already?
He's 25.
He's 25, which for a quarterback, I think he's the second oldest ever to be drafted because there was Brendan Whedon was like 27
Brendan
or
Whedon, I think,
28
was 28.
because he had went and played baseball.
Yeah.
I think Oklahoma State was Brendan Whedon, but he should have never been drafted. He was never going to be. Who drafted him? Was it Dallas? I don't remember.
Wasn't it Cleveland?
Oh, it might have been Cleveland. Anyway, regardless, Penix is already a little long in the tooth for a rookie, but it makes no sense.
No, you have Kirk Cousins now. And he
You
already
paid him
had the
$180 million.
injuries.
And $180 million, which is guaranteed like 120. Yeah, he's coming off the ACL or the Achilles. What's it?
Achilles.
Achilles.
Yes.
But apparently,
Same as Rodgers.
I saw on TV somewhere they called Kirk Cousins when they were on the clock
I did see that
Yeah.
too.
and said, "Hey, what's up, Kirk? What's up? Why are you guys calling me? Just want to let you know the first draft pick. All right, what do you got? I'm going Michael Penix." And then just silence. Click. I don't understand what his reaction. And he's like a really he's great.
Yeah, good
Great
teammate.
guy.
Yeah.
What is his thought process? I mean, do I only have a year? But at the same time, he has to be thinking, "Oh, my money's guaranteed. I don't give a
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm getting
You want to
paid
play the kid? I'll hold a
regardless.
clipboard. Why not?"
Yeah. I mean, it seems like Atlanta's going that same route that Green Bay did.
Right, with Jordan
when they,
Love. Right.
but I mean, they had already had Aaron
Right.
Rodgers for a
Sure.
long time. And so, signing Kirk for that 4-year, $180 million, and then drafting a kid with the 8th overall pick when you could draft roster help to compete now instead of competing for the future.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you gave up $180 million. You gave up a big amount of cap space that you're
Really
not going to
weird.
be able to
Really
piece
weird.
around because now when you get the end of that contract, you're
Yeah.
going to have to pick up Penix's 5th-year option.
Right.
And how much is he going to be able to play with Kirk unless he gets hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
It
really
doesn't make
didn't
sense. That's why the Steelers
make
have this it's not similar situation, but Fields, they're not going to pick up the 5th-year option.
Yeah.
Which is weird. So he's not going to play. So I mean, could he never play for the Steelers? I mean, he's going to play because Russell Wilson
Yeah.
won't last the whole season. But
Yeah.
it was very strange. I don't know. It's, but that's we'll leave that up to the number crunchers. But again, him showing the guy trying to, yes, Ann has a question.
I also have the mentality I get paid either way. Just saying.
There you go. There you go. Yes, if Andy Martello tell me anything, it's that. Just
And so,
could end up like an Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Noah Tovar agrees. So there you go.
yeah. My biggest takeaway was the Bills, for some reason, trading back from 28 to 32 with the Chiefs,
Yeah.
the team that they haven't beaten, couldn't beat for the last 5 years.
It's their nemesis. If this was a Marvel comic movie, that would be their enemy.
And the Chiefs had their weakest wide receiving core last year,
Correct.
still went back to back, and now they have a wide receiving core that includes Hollywood Brown and now Xavier Worthy, the
The
fastest
fastest.
combine 40 in history. And now Mahomes literally just needs to chuck the ball up
Just
to
put
one
it
of
up in the
those
air.
two,
what he
and
did
they
for,
can run underneath it.
What's his face? Hill. Yeah, I know. It's very strange. And Alex and you and I were talking. The Bills do have the first pick today. The draft starts at 4 p.m.
Local time.
Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. They have the first pick. They have pick 32. So they'll take a receiver. 33? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, right. 33. They have the first pick. They'll probably take a receiver. And are they going to try and then spin it to their fans? Like, well, we didn't want the fastest guy. We want
Yeah,
this
well, not only is he the fastest guy, but he's a really good route runner too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they
like
showed
he's,
him. It makes no sense.
He
Maybe
was-
Daniel Bellinger will have a little.
one of
insight
the
on that,
top
too.
receivers in the draft, and you give him to the Chiefs.
And he literally was like one of the most buzzworthy names because of him setting that 40 time.
Right.
Everyone's like, "Oh, this is the guy."
Right.
Sometimes that doesn't pan out. Who was the guy
Right.
from
John
UW?
Ross.
John Ross. Is that what you were going to say? John Ross. Yeah, the Bengals drafted him, and he was a bust. But this
He
guy
couldn't
does
stay
have
healthy.
good tape.
Ross couldn't stay healthy.
He couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah, he had a lot of hamstring issues.
Yeah,
So.
because he runs like
Yeah.
the wind. He's going to pull a hamstring when you run that fast.
Yeah.
I'll go with Eminem. Was there any other shockers in the first round?
Well, just that prop that we talked about, the over-under 4.5 quarterbacks in the first round, went over in the first 10 picks of the draft.
Unbelievable.
And then the record for most quarterbacks in even the first half of the draft,
Yeah.
12 picks, half of them were quarterbacks.
Yes.
And like Alex said on Sports by the Book earlier, they 3 of them, so half of the quarterbacks drafted, were from the Pac-12.
Yeah. The much maligned. Yeah, it was, Caleb Williams.
Caleb
Penix,
Williams, Michael Penix,
Bo
Bo
Nix.
Nix.
Did Denver reach for Bo Nix at 12? They're
Yes.
just so desperate.
Yes.
They have to get their fans excited
Also,
about something.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but when they went, I like seeing the war rooms.
The best, yeah.
Denver's was very awkward.
Weren't celebrating.
They were kind of just standing around. Sean Payton was going around and giving handshakes. When you go into the other rooms, they're all giving hugs and like
Yeah.
excited about who they just
High-fiving.
got. Like it looks like Sean Payton is a dictator there.
Oh, I think he is. Yeah.
It does not look like
If
a
it
good
doesn't work,
environment.
he doesn't. I mean, He lasts one season, maybe 2 more. I mean, he's got to really prove it quickly.
Yeah, no, he does. It does not look good there.
And Bo Nix is another guy that's been around forever. He seems like he started how many career games? Like
160 some.
Yeah, an insane
in the
amount.
60s.
So he gets experience, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can't really knock them for the COVID year and everything and getting
True.
these extra years. So we'll see.
You are correct. You're good point. Good point. I don't know. There was I don't know, surprises. I don't know. I think that it was a fun draft. The trades. I mean, I remember. I think I came in yesterday, and Ian Rappaport was like, there could be 10 to 12 trades.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what?
No.
3?
Yeah,
4?
the Vikings went back from 10 to 11.
Yeah, Vikings did a good job.
And then they traded up with Jacksonville, right, to get Travis Hunter,
That sounds
the,
right.
the
I don't know.
defensive end. No, not Travis.
It's amazing. It happened last night, and I'm already drawing a
Travis
blank on
is
a lot of
the
the picks.
Colorado
but
kid,
I was just
so
concerned
yeah,
about number
I think
20.
there was
I
only
just concerned about
4.
that 20 pick.
including the Bills. But,
There was a lot of other sports last night as well.
well, we have the one clip from the. So you know how they do the family videos to
Oh,
the
yeah,
players
yeah.
that get drafted.
Yes.
So the May brothers did
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Did
You
one
told-
for Drake May. Yeah,
Okay.
the Patriots. So it'll be. It's,
I have not
yeah.
seen this.
Overrated. Serious? Are you serious? I was getting emotional for a sec, but now I'm laughing now. Don't let him say that.
So they did the Last Dance meme where he's like, "Pretty boy,
Right.
overrated."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's like a lot of our shows. We start emotional and then we get laughing. So looking to Ann for that. And
Yes, four QBs from the Big Ten.
let's talk about the episode. It's episode 141, 141st episode. We've been looking back 100 episodes ago. We found, hey, anytime we can get Dwayne Colucci into the show, I want to do it. And this is a very sweet story he told about his favorite pitcher, Hall of Famer, who wore number 41, Tom Seaver. Here's Dwayne Colucci 100 shows ago last December. Dwayne, anyway, so listen, we always talk about the jersey numbers of the episode. Today's episode 41.
Right.
Do you think of a number 41 right away, especially from the area where you're from? You're from
Well,
East
Tom,
Coast.
like you said.
Tom-
you know,
Tom terrific.
Yes, and I actually met him in PJ Clark's.
Oh, no way.
And it was great. I had to be like between 8 and 10 years old. He was pitching for the Reds then.
Yeah, he was in the Reds like 81, I think, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was a huge Dodger fan.
Okay.
So go right up to him to get an autograph, coaxed by my grandparents, my mom and dad. Went right up to him, told him and his wife, Nancy, I believe his wife, Red stink, I'm a Dodger fan. And he actually signed the autograph. I mean, just unbelievable class.
Yeah.
He was just an amazing, man, persona, as well as a great pitcher, and definitely synonymous with the Mets. I'm from Queens, so
Right.
you know how that is, and definitely, yeah, Tom
One of the
Seaver,
best. I mean, if you look up his stats, they're
Unbelievable.
shocking. 3 Cy Youngs. Here's so I kind of touched his hand, but I never met him. Well, the only foul, July 6th, 1982, ladies and gentlemen. Dale Barrow hit a foul ball I got at the pitcher was Tom Seaver. So the last person to touch that ball before me was Tom Seaver. So it's like I shook hands with him. Great story. What did you notice about that clip the most, Ryan?
You were wearing the same jacket. And
I was wearing the same jacket.
I was wearing the same jacket and the same shirt.
and the same shirt,
Just a
different tie, though.
Tie, yeah.
Usually, well, here's the thing. We look at the 100. I sent the first week. I used to do this the night before. We'd look at the clip and I'd make sure I wasn't wearing the same thing. But on Monday or Tuesday, I'm like, oh, here's the 4 for the rest of the week. I think would be good. Didn't look ahead. If I had seen I would have had this coat, and I wouldn't have worn this coat. But I wanted to wear the new red shirt. And I got the red and black shoes with the socks, my birthday socks.
It's matching day, though, because Jeff's thumbnail, Caden just happened to pick from an old episode like 15 ago of him wearing the same shirt that he wore today. So it just went from the thumbnail live.
Well, with Jeff, if it's the black South Point shirt, you have a pretty good chance of it being the same shirt he's
It
wearing.
wasn't.
I have 3 of them. Oh, Jeff, you'll be in the later in the show as well. Anyway, we have Daniel Bellinger on. We have the picks coming up. Anyway, last night there were no surprises. We talked about basketball. Anything in hockey that caught your eye, guys?
Well,
You said you were flicking around a lot.
that Orlando Magic was a surprise to me because I
That
thought
was.
the
When he got
Cavs were actually going to
38.
sweep
No,
them.
Sean and I were talking about that. I'm like, Cavs look pretty good. He goes, yeah, but it's the Magic. That's what you said yesterday. Yeah, it's the Magic. I was like, they made the playoffs? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Well, looking at hockey, the Panthers are now up 3-0 in that series
Yep.
against the Lightning, who
So-
won back-to-back
the
cups.
Ning?
so-
You talking about the Ning?
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about the
It's
Ning.
the Ning. Everyone cool calls it the Ning.
I think that's a good angle for tomorrow or if they play Sunday. But I don't know if the Lightning are getting swept.
You think okay? So you
I would
think that
look-
at least
yes.
Okay.
Desperation.
What
Down
ab-
3-0.
What about the Islanders against the Hurricanes?
That one
one's
I'm
3-0.
not gonna jump on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Canes are they're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're up 3-0. Yeah.
Canes are good. All right, let's take a look here because it's almost time for picks. I just want to see if there was any comments I missed. Anyway, Aaron O'Connor says that beautiful Aussie voice belongs to gorgeous comic Ella James. She lived near you in LA. Wait, so that's an actual? I always thought it was just like a robot. That it's a real person. How many words, Jerry, did she have to read to become my voice? Or did she just do sounds?
Jerry knows off the
Well,
top
Jerry
of
was
his
like
head.
shaking his head that it's a real person.
At least 12 words.
I mean, seriously, I thought it was like engineered. That's not, well, anyway, thank you, Aaron O'Connor. Aaron, by the way, is at the Comedy Club downtown, Delirious, I think through Sunday. So make sure you check her out. Noah Tovar, biggest disappointment was not getting to see Sketch announce a pick. Oh my gosh!
Hands on it.
At 26. 26. That my alarm's going off. By the way, each day I'm going to one of these stock ringers on Apple, and that one was, I think, called Breaking. That was Breaking. So it's breaking. It's a breaking news story. 12:26. We usually do them at 12:36. We're doing them a little earlier because our special guest is going to be on in about 2 minutes. So, Alex, the floor is yours. You had a few picks for us, you mentioned.
So 2 dogs that I like today in hockey, mostly because of the value. I know that the better goalie is on the Rangers in Shesterkin, but I do like the Nationals tonight. Think you're getting a good plus price. Less than a half a unit play here for me. But
Okay.
I just think the desperation, they're going back home. This is a team that was much better at home than on the road, barely 500 away from Washington. So I like the Caps today.
Yeah, you
plus
said
the money.
Nationals. You meant Caps. You're confused. She said Nationals. Am I right? Yeah, because I saw
Capitals.
Ann freak out too. I was like, wait, did she say Nationals? Capitals. You mean the Capitals?
Yeah,
Okay.
Capitals. I
right.
also like the Winnipeg Jets plus the plus price on the money line. Again, small play for me, but I do think since Colorado got that second game,
Yeah.
they'll be ready to go today. 2 baseball. I like 1 under, 1 over. I like the Phillies Padres under. It moved down to 7.5. It was 8
Okay.
overnight, but really good pitching matchup between Aaron Nola and Joe Musgrove. Musgrove hasn't been quite the same.
ERA over 5. Yeah, he hasn't been the Joe they know. Yeah.
Last 2 outings were much better, though, and both these teams have really struggled offensively.
Yeah.
So, I like that one under, and then Cleveland and Atlanta Braves over 8.5 because these are 2 of the best hitting teams
Yeah.
right now in the league. Guardians 305 batting average against left-handed starters, so they are 2 good starters as well. But
Yeah, well, Logan Allen's 3-0, but his ERA is over 5, so he gives up runs.
yes,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, so I like that one going over that 8.5.
Okay, I like it. We're going to do a parlay later for you guys where we take a long shot and try to make it pay off, correct?
Sure.
We'll do that in posts. Did you have a pick you wanted to give now, or do you want to save it for the parlay?
I'll save it.
I'll save it too. I also have one. One more. Someone just had something. Oh, Tom, you don't want to hear my current take on this train wreck of a team. Oh, he's talking about the Lakers. There was one more I just saw that I wanted to. Oh, yeah. Paul brings up Roger just had back surgery watching these 300-pound linebackers. That was another surprise. As he was on TV, Goodell, talking about he just had back surgery, but he'll get through it. And there were a couple guys that lifted him up.
Yes, I thought
like
that
a little
too.
kid. And I'm going, were they not instructed backstage? We know you're excited. Whatever you do the handshake with the commish. Don't pick him up. There were guys that were like shaking him like they were like a piggy
They're
bank.
trying to get him out of the league offices.
Trying to get him out of league office. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great point, Paul. You spelled it with a D, so you threw me off. I thought you were talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, when you said it, I was like, wait.
Yeah, I figured it. I know Paul. I know Reno Paul and how he types. We text a lot. If you would ever look at my text history, it would be crazy. I guarantee you it's Reno
That's
Paul.
crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have a special guest, Ryan, and we're going to go to a break. We're going to come back right at 12:30, and we're going to talk to this gentleman coming up, Daniel Bellinger, after the break.
South Point offers all the types of entertainment you'd expect at a first-class Las Vegas resort. Did you know our 400-seat showroom is one of Las Vegas's top destinations for live entertainment? Enjoy live performances by classic Vegas entertainers, bands, and today's hottest comedians, plus a rock and dance floor. You can also enjoy live entertainment at the Grand View Lounge, where you'll feel all the vibes of old Las Vegas. Enjoy the music, and if you love to laugh, don't miss The Dirty at 12:30, our very own free comedy show, every Friday night at 12:30 a.m. in the Grand View Lounge. The Dirty is 100% free, so arrive early. Go to southpointcasino.com or call the box office at 77136 for today's performances at the showroom and the Grandview Lounge. When you're ready for your favorite cocktail, stop in and unwind at one of our 7 specialty lounges. There's a bar around every corner, because you're in Vegas, baby. South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone.
With the 112th pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Daniel Bellinger, tight end, San Diego State. Woo!
Yeah, Danny boy.
And Ryan, there he is. Ryan, and give him a nice build up your friend for a big introduction.
All right, so Las Vegas kid,
Right.
Palo Verde alum, went to San Diego State, all conference there, I think, or second team. Something like that. Yeah. Drafted with the 112th pick in the NFL draft. New York Giants tight end, Daniel Bellinger.
Hey, Daniel. So, Daniel, you watched the draft last night, I assume. Where did you watch it? And what were some of your initial hot takes on watching that first round?
Yeah, I watched, I watched our pick at home, and then we went to dinner as an offense and kind of watched the rest of the draft there. But
Nice.
it was an interesting first round. Obviously everybody and their moms knew what had happened with Caleb Williams and the first few picks there. But later in the first round, it kind of got interesting. Started with the 8th pick and just kind of kept rolling down from there. So I'm happy for those guys and appreciative for what the draft does for NFL athletes now. So it's exciting to watch, and I'm excited for those guys. But it's definitely interesting to see where people land.
What's the vibe like in the team facility, being back there for meetings and getting Malik Neighbors now to be part of the team, second receiver off the board?
Yeah, it's energizing for sure. It gets everybody kind of fired up, and everybody was kind of on edge on who we're gonna get, and not sure where we're going in the draft. But now that we have Malik, we're excited to have a guy that can take double coverage. Hopefully open up for the tight end. But
yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting. It's overall just kind of getting ready, and Coach Dabes comes in every day talking about how we need this dog mindset and how we need to attack defenses, and I think Malik does that for us, and he's gonna give us that option. I know you hear that train.
Is that a train?
Yeah.
Are you safe? I just want to make sure.
He texted me before the show. He's like, I hope this train
got a
doesn't pull
that
up.
goes right by my apartment. I can't escape it, man.
Let's go back to the clip we did watch. Take us back to that moment that you heard your name announced as being drafted by an NFL team and one as storied as the New York Football Giants.
Yeah, I mean, it was unreal. Originally I wasn't sure where I was going to land. My agent told me, anywhere from the 2nd to the 6th round. So I was kind of on edge day 2 and day 3. And then early that morning at like 7 a.m., my agent said, just be ready. Not sure what's going to happen or who's going to call who. So I was sitting there next to my dad and my mom, and it was just nerve-wracking, just kind of shaking a little bit, and then I get my phone starts ringing, and it just because New York Giants across the screen.
Wow.
I'm like, I didn't even know how to respond really, and everybody, like, we were all kind of just casually talking, and then the moment you heard the buzz, everybody just
That's what
kind of froze.
I'm always wondering if the name is displayed or it says like potential spam.
And I didn't even know what it was going to happen. I didn't know if it was going to be like a random number or what it was going to be,
right.
But it was just NY Giants, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Were there other teams you had visits with that you had heard might draft you? What were the other teams, if you're allowed to say?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So throughout the whole process, you kind of meet with every team,
Sure.
at the Senior Bowl and throughout the whole process, and they have these top 30 visits where recruits get to go to wherever the team if they want them on their top 30 to visit them. And I didn't even get a top 30 to the Giants. I
Oh,
just had a
wow.
top 30 to Nashville, or the Titans,
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans, out in Nashville, and it was a place that I thought I was going to end up. I met the OC, I met the tight end coach there. They loved me and what I did, and the only guy I met from the Giants was Brandon Brown, the assistant GM. I had dinner with him about a month before the draft, and I wasn't really sure what they were thinking of me. They kind of kept it quiet, so. It was exciting to when they called me and they said they were keeping it low key, so it was a good time for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you brought up being at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, and then you got an invite to the Combine, so you went there, and then all the draft workouts and stuff. What was that process like, just in general, getting to go all those places and compete against those guys?
I'll tell you
for
what.
the position.
I'll tell you what. It was the Senior Bowl itself was a brutal experience. It's definitely a lot of fun and definitely a great opportunity. To just kind of display who you are and what you can do for an NFL team. But it was you're up at 6 a.m. Not getting bed till 12 p.m. because you're just meeting with teams. Yeah, especially the Senior Bowl itself was a lot because you're trying to learn a system in 2 days and then practice and then obviously practice your best in front of all these teams. But it was really just the meetings. You meet with every team. Their personnel, their staff. They get to know you. You get to know them, and it's a lot, but it's definitely an experience that I would do again. No matter how draining it was definitely something that was just exciting to kind of just meet these NFL minds and some of these coaches that you grow up watching. Like the first time I met Mike Tomlin, it's kind of crazy. I was like, man, I love watching you, coach, whether I play for you or not. So it's just cool meeting these guys and kind of learning football through their eyes and seeing how they see the game and see how how they think of me as a player and all that. So the overall experience was good, but I'll tell you what, it was a brutal process.
I'm sure. And you said two words that I have to go back to. You said Mike Tomlin. What was your? I'm a Steeler fan. I'm from Pittsburgh. So what was your interaction? I'm sure it might have been quick, but what did he say to you?
Yeah, so we have these 10-minute periods at the Senior Bowl where you kind of rotate each station to meet the teams, and so I was sitting there and I was talking to the tight end coach for the Steelers, and Mike came up and just kind of tapped me on the back. He's like, "How's it going, man?" I'm like, "Oh my God, what's up, man?"
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was brief, but it was just cool just to just meeting him and see him in person.
Very cool.
You were quite the celebrity last homestand at the Las Vegas ballpark. We're going to play a little clip right here. I know you were taking pictures, signing autographs. After we watch this clip, I want you to tell us what your experience was like out there.
You know this guy, you see him
Oh,
on
that's
TV
you with him.
every Sunday during NFL season. It is Daniel Bellinger. Go ahead and make your way out to the mound. Vegas is
Oh, man.
graduated from Palo Verde High School.
I haven't seen
I play
this.
football. I play football for a reason. So.
I haven't seen this. Apparently, everyone knows what's about. He goes to the rubber. I'm going to give him that. He goes to the rubber.
Yes.
Give it up for Daniel
Yeah, I mean, come on.
There we go. Good windup. Good form. Uh-oh. Here's a different angle.
Oh, not this angle.
Left-handed batter.
Why you gotta get this angle? The worst part is there's a group of kids standing right behind the plate. So I'm just glad I didn't hit any of them.
See, and I wasn't prepared because I should have said, well, that's why he plays football.
There you go. Yeah,
But I wasn't ready. If you were there, you would have been ready with that.
He at least threw it too. He didn't lob it.
No, he
Yeah.
went for it.
I played baseball up until 8th grade, so I had some confidence going into it, but it didn't go my way. It
Well,
slipped a little bit.
did you practice at all before? Or you just figured, this will be easy.
Not like I had practice, but not like within a few days. I practiced a few days before that, so
Right.
it was
You're
a
like,
little
I got
rusty,
this.
a little rusty.
A little rusty. Yeah. You gotta, oh, no, they're showing it again. I didn't say it. Oh, man.
Oh no!
Oh, my God. Ryan, were you there for
Slipped a
that?
little bit.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. All right, that's it.
But-
Yeah. So, but that ballpark is great. As Alex was saying, did you not
Oh, it's
think
great,
it's
yeah.
one of the most beautiful parks I've ever been in? If it's the most beautiful minor
Oh,
league
yeah.
park. Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure you've had a lot of signings and things in New York, but have you ever had anything like that? Like when I was walking the concourse, I mean, there was a line to get pictures with you and autographs the entire game.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience, and I've had some signings before in back here in New York, so that was kind of my first time in Vegas, and some people that have watched me from high school, introduced themselves to me, so it was pretty cool, just knowing that they're still loving in Vegas, even though I'm all the way on the other side of the country now.
Absolutely.
Well, so sticking with baseball talk, you got to go to the Yankees game last week, right? And watch BP with Aaron Judge, and
what?
he ended up giving you a bat, right?
What?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was kind of an unreal experience, so the guy that cuts our hair and does the same thing for the Yankees and same thing for the Knicks. So we were able to get in contact with him, and he was able to get us some passes down for the batting practice before, and we didn't even know we were going to meet the players. We just thought we were just kind of chill down there and watch them. Watch Aaron Judge just hit like 8 home runs before the game even starts. So, but it was a cool experience. He came up and introduced himself to us and blessed us with some merchandise. So it was pretty cool.
We have
it was a good
footage.
experience.
We have footage of you in the batting cage. So roll the batting. This is Daniel Bellinger hitting in the cage. No, there is. He's like, wait, did I do that?
Yeah, that one should have been. That would be better than the pitch.
So Dre, so day 2 and day 3 of the draft, what are your plans for that? Do you watch, or do you just check on your phone, see who the Giants pick, or maybe you have some buddies or something that you're looking at?
Yeah. I'll get together with the tight end group. We'll have it on in the background while we're just hanging out. But it'll be interesting to see where we go. We do have a bunch of needs, so we'll see what Joe Shane and Coach Daves are cooking in the room down the street. So we'll see. But it's always fun to watch.
We got to ask you though. Okay, so the 2 biggest shocks last night were Penix going to the Falcons, and then the Bills trading their pick to Kansas City, who then get the fastest receiver. What were your reactions to those 2 picks? I mean, those two. I mean, that's the head scratchers that everyone, fans and media, everyone's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw the Falcons pick, I was like, I had to double check to make sure they still just signed Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
Wait, was that the Falcons or is that somebody else?
Exactly.
So it was a little bit of a head scratcher. I'm not sure what their thinking is. I'm sure that they have their plans for that. But and then of course I saw the fastest guy going to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Of course they always get something. It's like they don't need any more.
I know. It doesn't make sense. And then, so rookie hazing, the rookie, not hazing, sorry. The traditions where they got to buy dinner. So Malik Neighbors he's going to get a fat contract. What, did this happen to you last year? Did you have to carry luggage? Did you have to clean stuff? What did you have to do as a rookie? And what are you looking forward to doing to rookies?
Yeah, so you have to do the normal rookie stuff. You have to decorate the room. Get snacks. If the guys that want to carry their helmet after practice, you got to take it in for them. And of course, the rookie dinner. I didn't have a bunch of guys in the room at the time I did the rookie dinner. It was only me and 3 other guys. So thankfully, it was a cheaper rookie dinner for me. But I don't think they're going to go easy on Malik.
Yeah, so. No, he's going to get a lot of money. They're heading to Morton's or somewhere fancy for that, for sure. Ryan, did you have something else?
Well, Alex wanted to ask.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Ryan said that you go to tight end U, and this will be your 3rd year for the offseason. Tell us about that experience. I mean, George Kittle and Travis Kelce sounds like a lot of fun as well as hard work.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely a great learning experience, and I think really the idea of it is kind of just camaraderie around tight ends around the league, and the thing you'll learn about tight ends is we're all basically the same guy, just big dudes that want to hit and catch the ball. So we're all just a great group of guys, and it's always a lot of fun. George definitely puts on a good camp, and Greg Olson's kind of the dad of the group. He tries to keep everything together, and then of course Kelsey just wants to have a good time. So it's a good experience, and I wouldn't miss it. It's definitely something that every tight end in the league should get to.
There you go.
Well, so you and George spend a lot of time on, maybe not a lot, but you and him share an agent, and you're going to be training with
Another
him.
train coming.
Yeah, you've been training with him
training as a train goes
every
by.
offseason. So what is he like as a leader off the field?
He's a great leader. He's not just a leader for the Niners, but he's an advocate for guys around the league. And he's someone that I've grown more as a personal relationship with, just because we spend a couple weeks before and after tight end U just kind of training, and he's got like a barn on his property that he's got this field and the weight room. So it's just a bunch of guys trying to get better, and who he is as a person. He's exactly what he looks like in the media. Just this guy with a bunch of energy and just likes to get after it. And so his hard work and at work ethic kind of bleed into everybody around him. So I'm excited to keep working with him, and keep learning from him.
Sweet. And then I just had one last question for you. So New York playoff sports, you got the Rangers and the Knicks in the playoffs right now, leading their series. Are you going to try and get out to MSG and see one of these games and in that atmosphere in there? And what's the vibe like just in the area around those teams in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. The energy around New York when any New York team's in the playoffs and are doing well is a fun time. So I'm gonna try to get out there. My boy Davey, he cuts everybody up in New York. So I'm trying to get some more stuff going with him, and might get out there to one of the Knicks games for sure.
Nice. Yeah, we've got Tovar in the chat saying your beard game stepped up.
And what's
I'm learning from him, man.
What does G-Reg mean?
Greg Olson.
Oh, G-Reg. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
G-Reg.
The space bar threw me off.
Well,
somewhere.
he did it intentionally.
Okay. I'm not down with G-Reg. But I'm down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Come on. All right. Daniel, listen, we can't think. It's so cool that we get like a current NFL player on the show to talk about being drafted, to talk about camp, talk about everything. We really appreciate it. Ryan, any final parting words to your friend Daniel Bellinger?
No, I really appreciate you.
Yeah,
coming
we
on,
do.
brother. I love you.
Of course, appreciate you guys for having me.
All right, thank you. That's Daniel Bellinger. Yay, Daniel Bellinger. That is always awesome. I mean, to talk to someone who's currently in the league, that is the best. So, very good. And maybe we should, do you want to call for it? Do you want to call for the sound effect?
Sound the horn!
There it is. It's time for Post with Punchlines, where we scour the internet so you don't have to, and you can have dinner with your family with the regular times. Talk, not to be up till midnight going, well, this might be good. Since we're talking about Tight End University and Alex White mentioned Travis Kelce, I want to show this video that my friend Frank Murgy, who's been on the program before, he's an F1 guy, he's a PGA guy, but he's also a football guy. Now, Mike Simon, his agent, who we tried to have on the show, who represents Travis, he was in Aruba, connection didn't work. But Frank was actually at the draft, or at a bar, this Latitude 42. It was a big restaurant that Mike Simon was an investor in, and Travis Kelce's draft party was in Pittsburgh, which I didn't know. So here we go. Here's some people sitting around. I think you'll actually see Jason Kelce. I don't know what that was. It was a guy kissing a girl. So here we go. That's Travis. And there's Mama Kelce. Look how young he looks.
So young.
Isn't that crazy? He doesn't even look like him. That's crazy. We should have said that's crazy. But look at him. Yeah, so look at Mama Kelce,
His
Taylor
parties
Swift's
look
future
very
mother.
different nowadays. His parties look very different.
Yeah, his parties
today.
right now, he'd be like, chugging beers. But yeah, that was a cool video.
Yeah.
And he was there for, I'd forgotten about that. And I remember.
Have you been to that bar?
I have. It no longer exists.
Okay.
But I did a show there once. It was called, there was a chain of them. That one was Latitude 42. So wherever it fell, like there was one in Indianapolis and it was called like Latitude 79, whatever the number was. So you walked in, there was like bowling, video games, dining room, sports bar, comedy club, rock club. It was these giant venues. So I did a show there one time. It was great, but it's no longer there anymore. So
The show was great too.
I think the guy went to jail who owned them. By the way, yeah,
Oh, God.
I think there was an embezzle. There was some sort of problem, and you can Google that. But anyway, that was Travis Kelce's video from that bar, which was pretty damn cool.
Well, sticking with the draft,
Yeah.
there was another video that came out last night.
Okay.
So Brian Thomas Jr. was drafted by the Cowboys,
Right.
and so his family was asked how far they've come and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
So here they.
it'll be
It's awesome. That's all I can tell you.
He's going to be great.
It's an awesome feeling.
So she asked a poignant question.
How far has this family come? We came from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Sonia, how far has this family come? We came from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Well, yeah, I know. She said it twice, not a third time. Please, yeah. She was nervous. She misunderstood. Well, we came from Baton Rouge.
She answered the
She
question
answered the
correctly. Yeah.
yeah,
you go.
they did go a long distance.
By the way, that clip of Alex at the ballpark, I want to point
Was it
out
Alex?
that she was holding a blue clipboard and never touched the blue clipboard. That is Alex's. I've
yeah,
been
no,
instructed.
it wasn't Dallas.
I picked it up one day and he goes, "Oh no. Alex is blue." I get the crappy wooden cardboard one. But anyway, moving on for posts. We had several that we didn't get to yesterday because Robert Wool was busy swearing and telling great stories. Are we talking about which one do you want to do next?
We can do the Thunder.
Yeah, let's do the Oklahoma Thunder. So we always love halftime shots. We show them all the time. Was it back-to-back nights they had half-court winners? for fans, right?
Yeah, back-to-back games.
Back-to-back games, right?
Yeah.
So, and what did they win? They win like
$20,000.
$20,000. All right, let's take a look. I think they have them one on. Okay, here's the first one. There's a whiteout. Boom, 20 grand. Goes a long way in Oklahoma City. And then, and then the next night, hey, they can't do it 2 nights in a row. Good ink. Boom. Oh, this is the second night.
Oh.
Yeah.
He played college ball too.
He played college ball, and I feel like he has a yoga studio somewhere, this guy, or he's a vegan for sure, but he could shoot. So 2 nights in a row, 20 grand. And, upstairs, the promotions people are like, should we move it back? Do we make it a further shot, or do we blindfold him? 2 nights in a row. Nice shot. That's Oklahoma City. And the Thunder looked good, right?
Yes, they did. Game 2.
Minnesota is the team. They're just blowing. Are they up 2-0 still?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
they play tonight, going back to Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, does Phoenix still win at home? I don't know. Or is Durant just like, I'm kind of over this. I have a bunch of rings and MVPs. Minnesota just looks way hungrier. But Sean, do you like Minnesota over Phoenix tonight? Or are you taking Minnesota? Hands up. Oh, he did this.
He's off the game. Well, the Suns swept the season series during the regular season.
Wow.
And now the Wolves look like they should sweep them.
Yeah, and they're just talking trash to Durant.
2 of their regular season games were in April too. It's not like they were early on.
Right.
They just recently played them. Yeah,
that's why we have you two here for those stats like that. All right, what do we have next?
So pre-draft, Caleb Williams and the streamer Sketch.
Right.
And I Show Speed. We're doing
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
We're doing some
Tuesdays. I don't know what it
throwing
is.
the ball
I just
around.
do it, and yeah.
So
yeah, they were playing football.
Yeah. This first route is a solid first step by Sketch.
Okay, here we go.
Runs the corner.
Corner's barking.
Yeah.
Are you?
Your mom.
Yeah, that was one of the audibles.
Your mom. Nice route.
Still holds onto the ball though.
He held on.
He did.
Still holds onto the ball, and then this second route, he ends up pulling his hamstring or popping something in his leg. Yeah, Sketch
look at the defender's like, yeah.
What's the flag for? Yeah, I didn't touch him.
Is this real? This has to be real, right?
Well, this next part.
Oh, is this the stretcher?
I didn't touch you. I'm tired as hell, bro.
They
Oh,
get
he's
him in a
grabbing the-
stretcher
Oh my
and
God.
are putting him in an ambulance.
Yeah.
As Caleb Williams gives him a game-worn jersey.
Yeah, well, that's almost worth the trip to the. You get a game-worn jersey. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. No, maybe not. This is why he plays video games. Maybe he should just stay at home and sit in his chair.
But he has done so much in the last few weeks
Yeah.
that
I never
he
heard of
can-
this guy.
He can handle that.
Right, and then all of a sudden, I see all these videos of NFL players walking into facility.
Yeah.
And and then, the social media person goes, "What's up, brother?" And they go, "What's up, brother?" And then they do the Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Why is Tuesday a big day? Do we know?
It's just an audible. Turbo. Tuesday means turbo, so it's fast-paced.
Jerry's shaking yes, like
offense.
everyone.
Yeah.
Jerry, I thought it was a gamer thing. I didn't know. But anyway, yeah, the guy's everywhere.
But yeah, so he got to play catch with C.J. Stroud and now Caleb Williams. So
Well, he always wears the Stroud jersey, right?
Yeah.
That's like his
Yeah.
hook.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's
he
a
switches to
Texans
Caleb.
fan.
You're okay with Caleb being your quarterback? You have no choice. He's going to be good. He just brings a lot of baggage, it seems, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of gotten to the point where he's now my quarterback, so I'm going to back him no matter what.
You're like
but-
Terrell Owens. You're going to cry soon. It's my quarterback. My quarterback. And by the way, the nail polish thing that we showed on Wednesday, it was
silver wasn't an option.
silver wasn't
Silver
an option.
So he wore silver on his pinkies, and
Okay.
then the other fingers were clear.
So was there a field bet on different colors?
Yeah, it wasn't part of the prop that we showed.
Someone might have. I think I'd feel like I got robbed if it wasn't one of the colors you could bet on.
Yeah.
But of course, that was some offline betting thing that
Right.
ends with an AG.
Right.
What else do we have, Ryan?
So Paul's not going to like this one.
I knew you were. I was gonna preface this by Reno Paul. I'm sorry, we have to show this though.
Yeah. So the Lakers blew their lead last night. They were down, and then they go into a team timeout, and
What?
D'Angelo Russell doesn't even go.
He's having
into the
crackers
team
or
huddle.
saltines or something.
He's just sitting off to the side, but then in the huddle,
Meanwhile, okay, look at his
Darvin
board.
Ham.
So I think he has the jersey numbers of the 5 that'll be in, right? Is that what's in the upper
I would
left,
guess
think?
so. Yeah, or initials, something
Initials,
like that.
yeah, initials, yeah. Okay.
And so
Where's
he's
the
trying to
play?
hype him up. LeBron's not even paying any attention.
No, he's thinking about where he's going to go for vacation.
Exactly. And then it goes back to Darvin, and he
Still has nothing on the board.
starts to draw something up.
And then
So he's I don't know, counting maybe.
He's like, we're gonna draft. Yeah, he counted
Yeah,
5.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure.
And then he writes
he's
down
like,
Michael Penix Jr., which I thought was really weird.
No,
that they
I don't want
drafted
that.
him.
Yeah, no.
And then
he kind of just stayed. And then the buzzer.
I know.
To get them back to the court.
Oh
And
my
he's,
gosh.
okay. This is an NBA coach.
This is an NBA. This isn't a intramural coach.
Like what? How is he employed?
On the way out, he's like, run the picket fence. I don't know, like from Hoosiers or something. Give him some direction.
Yeah.
D'Angelo.
He was writing down their menu order for
It
after the
is.
game.
You wanted Chick-fil-A. You want extra
Did
pickles.
you want onions on that,
You
or
want
what?
hot and spicy extra pickle. It's like I don't know what the LA media has to be roasting him. Reno Paul, speak up for your team there and your coach. Did he might I think Paul also sent that to me. I know you did too, right? But what was going on? I mean, that is just, if you're the Laker owner, if you're Jeannie Buss, is he your coach next year? I mean, that is like,
No.
we're in crunch time. We're down 2. This is a must win, and you're playing hangman. You're like, okay, guys, 6 letters. That's bad.
Yeah.
And now they're down 3 love. Do the Lakers come back and win even one of these games? Do they even try? What is the spread, by the way, on the Lakers game?
I think Denver is favored by 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird how they did that. They were underdogs.
Yeah, underdogs last night. Yeah, now Denver.
Why did we not bet the farm on that one right there? You called it.
Yeah,
you had that one.
That was my pick yesterday.
I had the Sixers first half, but they did cover the game. All right, I know we have a few left here before we wrap it up for the week. Alex, you'll be on Sports by the Book all next week.
Yes, and
Tuesday
tomorrow
through
morning.
Saturday and tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, a
9 to 10.
lot of draft review. Talk about the draft because NFL's king. We got to talk about it.
Well, so there was something that came out this morning that I kind of wanted to talk to Dan about, but it's all right. He didn't have much. The NFL announced that the Guardian caps, those styrofoam or foam helmets.
Yeah, the helmet over the helmet.
They're gonna let players that want to wear them during game.
Come on,
wear them in game.
Oh.
So I know they're trying to protect players from concussions and head injuries, neck injuries, but that just looks so goofy.
It's and then also not to be weird, but like the machismo of wearing that now, like you're going to be kind of teased, like, oh, you're wearing a safety helmet, like, and you can make your own jokes there. Chat room, I'm sure. Keith Lyle's whipping something up now.
At practices, they have to wear. Linemen have to wear.
Yes,
them
because of the contact,
it's every play. So I would imagine there should be a good amount of linemen that wear it this year, but you're right. It looks so good.
But receivers, they're going to be the drag alone. It's going to slow you down. I mean, I would think that's going to add. I don't know. Plus it covers up the logo, like the NFL, the merchandising.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, right.
They're gonna need to put the logo on there too.
Or are we going to see like Delta Airlines on the outside of one of those helmets? What would be a good thing to put on the safety helmet? It would be like
what's the one at Fenway now? The buildsubmarines.com.
Yeah. Or like depends, for safety, always have it on. It's an adult diaper. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went there.
No.
We got 2 minutes to fill. What else do we have? We have the bobblehead.
Yeah. So
we also have to have
Oh yeah, we have our fun. We're gonna end with that. Very good. All right, bobblehead in Pittsburgh. This is cool. So the little teaser from the Pirates, like next bobblehead, and they show reactions to the players, and I went, oh, they're not going to reveal who it is. They want to tease us, but they did reveal. So check this out. And in Pittsburgh, that was Bednar. There's our coach for now. Connor Joe.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Brian
Looks
Hayes,
just like
Jack
him.
Swinsky.
Yeah, Yins are going to love this one.
He's a local boy, so he can say Yins. What is it?
Wobbly wobbly. Oh, that's hard.
It's Wiz Khalifa, Pittsburgh rapper, with the PGH, with the City Connect jersey, by the way. Yeah. So go ahead, hum his hit song in your head. That way we won't get flagged. Wiz Khalifa bobblehead. That'll be a hot commodity.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Do you have anything else you want to go to, or should we go to the Friday Funny?
Yeah, we can go to the Friday Funny.
All right, we're going to go to the Friday Funny. It's a new feature. Our funniest moment of the show. Did you have anything else to add before we show the Friday Funny?
Well, did you guys have a pick that we
Oh,
wanted
the
to
parlay.
throw
Yes.
together?
I figured
This
it
is
would be
why
after,
Alex
but
is
sure.
here. We're going to do the parlay. We're going to go into OT for a couple minutes here. Parlay. I don't know if the graphics come up or not. Who cares? We're going to do it. I do have my pick. Since I'm the effing parlay, I'm going first for once. You're like, oh, he's going to do something with the Pirate game. I am, but there's a reason. I'm going to go over 8.5 right now. They flew all the way yesterday to San Francisco. Quinn Priester should not be on the roster. They pushed his start back. That's why we had a bullpen start against the Brewers the other day, resulting in an over. Quinn Priester is a bullpen start. He's not going to throw more than 3 innings. He's a number one round, first round draft pick. His speed's topping out in the low 90s. This is not what we drafted him for. He hasn't been developed properly. He will give up runs. Bullpen's tired because they worked a bullpen game. I like that over. I almost would take the Giants over individually, but just take the over 8.5. Pirates will score a few runs. So 8.5. That's my parlay.
Also going against Kyle Harrison, who has an over 5 ERA.
Exactly. So there's a lot of reasons. Priester is not good.
I'm going to follow your lead, and I'll just throw in my over with the Guardians and the Braves going over 8.5. We've got 2 games.
Okay, so far 2 overs in baseball. Ryan, what's going to complete the parlay?
I'm going to go with a first 5 bet.
Oh.
So Cardinals have Miles Michaelis pitch on the mound, who Jeff believes is the worst pitcher in baseball.
We'll get to that in a second.
And then the Mets have Jose Budo on the mound, who has been pretty solid for them this year. He's coming up in the league. So I'm going with the Mets first 5.
I like it.
They should beat up on Michaelis, but with the Mets, their bullpen may not hold on towards the end of the game. And the over-under 7.5 in that game. So if the Mets don't, that one
Mets first
was too
5.
questionable. Yeah,
I like it. All right, we're gonna put that. I'll put that one in for us since what was I going to say about? We talked about the South Point cycle. We all got our teams. It wasn't revealed on this show, but Jeff Parles got San Diego, Miami, and he got the Pirates.
Yep.
Matt never got the remaining 3 because he wasn't here to pick. I know, Matt, you're going to think we set it up. The 3 teams he got were
Kansas City, Chicago White Sox, and the Oakland A's.
3 of the worst teams.
It could be an Aviators kid that ends up getting the first cycle.
That would be amazing.
That'd be good for Matt.
But again, it doesn't matter. These cycles happen for bad teams. It doesn't matter. It's going to be fun to see what happens. It will happen this season, I guarantee. If not, the money reverts back to me. Read the fine print.
Knock on some
anyway,
wood,
what's that?
I said knock on some wood.
Knock on some wood. It'll happen. We mentioned Jeff Parles. We have to mention Jeff Parles because we're going to do the Friday Funny. It's a new feature. We're going to end the show each Friday with our funniest moment of the week. This would be our favorite moment of the week when Ryan and I were talking and showing a clip of the Red Panda, who's this woman on a unicycle who flips plates up, catches them every time. I saw her on AGT. We'd seen her before. Jeff was on his laptop, not paying attention, and this is what happened.
Game 1, Celtics series versus the Heat. They had a halftime performance of, I guess, a woman that's won America's Got Talent.
I think she won. She was on it. I've seen her at AGT. I want to say it was I think it was in Chicago when we were doing the show on the road. But I think she goes by Red Panda.
Yeah.
The leprechaun looks really creepy the way he's watching her, by the way. So here we go. What she does, she's on a unicycle, and I've never, ever seen her miss.
What is it called? This is Red Panda.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, Red Panda.
Thanks for watching the show, Jeff. Thanks for being here.
You've never seen Red Panda before?
Holy crap! Were you not listening to the show?
No, I'm listening.
I just said I saw her live when I used to do warm-up at AGT. I told a 30-second story about her. By the way, Jerry is amazing.
Goodbye.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
If you would stop checking your email about who you're booking on Sports by the Book the rest of the week.
Which, by the way, is actually exactly what I was doing, by the way.
Anyway, Jerry, you were flabbergasted by that.
That's pretty cool. You've never so Red Panda, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was America's Got Talent.
She was on. We had her. Listen, every novel.
When I was in Columbia covering Mizzou, still at the ESPN affiliate KTGR.
Yeah,
that was the one treat a year for us during Mizzou basketball. Was we get Red Panda once a year. It's still great.
Have you ever heard about Red Panda performing at Mizzou?
No. Oh, you have?
No, I was.
No, he's just trying to make a bad joke of me not paying attention. That's all that was.